Big major event we do for Cub Scouts. It only happens once every 3 years. So for the Cub Scout section, it's effectively they get one opportunity if they want to take it to go on this major camp while they're in the Cub Scout section. So yeah, it happens every 3 years. The last one was in 2023, and I'm currently wearing some of the merchandise from that event. Anyway, let's watch the video.
It starts with us. It starts with us. It starts with us. Hey Cubs, get ready for Cuboree 2026. Sitting right here in Victoria, and it's going to be epic. Cuboree is the biggest Cub Scout adventure in the state. 5 days of camping, activities, new friends, and awesome fun. And thousands of Cubs from all over Victoria come together. Yep, thousands. Are you ready? Because Cuboree's theme is It Starts With Us! And that means adventure doesn't just happen, you make it happen. Every challenge, every friend you make, every fun moment. At Cuboree, you get to do so many cool things, like obstacle courses, and craft and creativity challenges, adventures, giant games, water activities, and mud. Ask your leaders how to sign up or go to cuboree.com.au. Don't forget to tell everyone in your Cub pack we're going to Cuboree. Cuboree 2026 is the adventure you don't want to miss.
Yeah, as I said earlier, we run it every 3 years. It's big, it's statewide. So we get Cub Scouts, probably about 3,000, and 1,000 leaders and adult helpers and parents, along with venturers and rovers. So they're kind of the older age sections of Scouts. So yeah, away from home for 5 days, 5 days, 4 nights. This is during the school holidays. Is it the second week of September school holidays? Where does that sit with regards to AFL Grand Final?
Setup day is Grand Final day.
The setup day is Grand Final day.
Actually,
So if you really, really, really want to watch the AFL Grand Final, put your name down for the pack-up instead of the setup. There, that's a hot tip. Like me. So there's 3 jam-packed days of activities, which are the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And yeah, they'll do adventure courses, rock climbing, they'll do mud run, they'll do making bush huts,
abseiling, crafts.
abseiling, yeah. It's not all high energy, high intensity. There's usually some alternatives because we know that with the Cub Scouts, not all of them want to be go all the time. Some do, and that's great, but then there's usually some quieter options for those who need that.
And things to see, like performances, little mini concerts, movie nights.
Yep, yes, every night there's some form of entertainment going on. So we're in the bush at a well-established scout camp in Gembrook. Working in small teams, so we put them into patrols, which is groups of 6, with a leader. Now, so we mentioned before, there's about 3,000 Cub Scouts from all across the state, but we actually camp in a unit of 36 Cub Scouts. So you imagine Cub Scouts from First Epping plus Epping North, probably South Morang and Whittlesea, maybe even Doreen. Thank you. I was needing to go louder and louder. So that kind of becomes our home group for the week, in that we're a unit of 36 Cub Scouts plus 6 line leaders, a unit arcala, so that's kind of the leader that manages the whole...
Coordinator.
Yes. 2 or 3 dedicated cooks, so to cook the food for breakfast and dinner. I think lunches might be pre-packaged this time round. Carers if needed, so some youth members may require a full-time carer, and if that's the case, that can be accommodated for. And then within our camping unit, which is in amongst the bush setting in Gembrook, we've got all our tents, our camp kitchens where we eat, where we cook, food storage. So it's kind of like a tiny little village for 45 people for those 5 days.
In general, on that note of those tiny little villages he's talking about, they're numbered. So we were pack 1, 2, 5 at one point. Generally, I think Whittlesea, we made up of 2 of those units or 2 of those locations, and I think we shared with Banyule or Hume, one of those other ones. So Whittlesea did fit onto 2 sites. We'll have to see how many guys or youth or adults we get this time round, so whether we'll have the 1 or the 2 sites. But as that information comes through, we'll share it with all of you.
Yep. So here's a good example. This is pack 410. And you can see they've all got their Cuboree shirts on, their Cuboree scarves, and they've all got matching hats. And there's a reason why we do the matching hats. It's because so we can find them. Because when we go out to do activities, there'll be thousands of Cub Scouts moving all around at once. It's quite fun, a little bit chaotic, but so they'll have hats that are different to what the other the Cub packs have. Alright, so weekend before. So before Cub Scouts get there, we do try to enlist the help of parents as well as leaders, setting up the tents, marquees, eating shelters, camp kitchen. Usually there's a few trailers going up to Gembrook. Thankfully, like for us, it's not that, an hour and a half maybe to get there. So, you're in a beautiful bush setting, but it's not a crazy distance to have to travel.
For this one here, just high alert, children are not invited to the pack up or the setup days because vehicles, we're building, we're constructing, we're doing all those things. We need safety first. So if you are a single family or something and you want to help, you may need to arrange with other families to tag team between the kids.
Over 16 sites.
Over 16 site, thank you.
So, on the Monday of Cuboree week, we'll all meet usually at La Trobe University, which is kind of the staging point to then get all the Cub Scouts onto a bus along with us leaders, and then we all get bussed into the campsite. So that's to avoid any crazy traffic jam with parents and 1,000 cars. So we just do it all by bus. It also kind of creates a nice bookend to the journey because it starts with the big bus ride and ends with the big bus ride, so that's part of the fun. On arrival, their tents will already be set up because that's been done a day or 2 prior. so they'll be able to set up their beds and get used to where they're camping and kind of get orientated, I guess, to the campsite.
And generally, due to the space underneath the bus, we will issue a video about what type of bag to use, what's the best way to pack your bag. We don't want anyone turning up in those rice bags or the large roller suitcase. It needs to be a rolling camper bag. The stretchers will go with the tents with whoever's travelling them up. So the stretchers will already be up there. So the expectation is one bag with a sleeping bag and pillow inside and a day bag, which is a backpack. We don't want to see 3 or 4 different bags, yeah? Because they have to carry it, not us, yeah? And sometimes there's a bit of walking involved to get from where the bus parks to where we're actually camping. So if they can't carry it,
so, as mentioned earlier, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are our main activity days. So they'll kind of rotate between activity bases. In patrols of 6, 6 Cub Scouts and a line leader, so that'd be the same leader that they go eat meals with and then go travel around to the different activity bases.
From wake up to bedtime, that's their point of contact.
Yep. Friday's our pack-up day. All the Cub Scouts have to pack up all their belongings, and we usually pack up some of the tents. We usually can't get everything packed down, but we pack up what we can before we jump back on the bus to come back home, which will be a pickup from Latrobe again, most likely. And then from probably the Saturday afterwards, we're looking at enlisting some extra help to pack down the camp kitchen, pick up all that extra gear that couldn't go on the bus on the Friday.
Just remember, your leaders and the adults that have attended Cuboree had just had the most massivest 5 days of probably their working year, looking after your kids and the others. So we're going to need your help definitely on pack-up day. We're going to be very lack of energy and sleep at this point, so please help us.
So what are the Cubs experience? Well, they're camping with their friends, their fellow Cub Scouts. They have to set up their beds, keep their tents tidy. We've obviously, seen the kind of best and worst of this over time. Bag explosions happen frequently, but it's all part of the learning experience. They've got all the activities. The meals are prepared for them, but there usually are some opportunities for them to assist, and we do probably have a bit of a roster of who's wiping down the tables or cleaning, so we do put a lot of value in everyone taking responsibility for the campsite, which is the next point. Badge swapping badges, merchandise, like some of what I'm wearing now. Showers, that's a strange thing to put in the list. Yes, there's toilet blocks, shower blocks.
Hoses.
We don't anticipate that the Cubs will go and shower every day. Some may want to, and we can accommodate that. But if on mud day, yes, they have to go shower. We always make sure that.
And they still come out with mud just below here.
And yes, we mentioned before, nighttime entertainment, different acts, concerts, magicians. We've had disco parties.
Didn't we have a street party?
We did have a street party last
We
time.
created our own entertainment. We decided they were too tired to go to the main event with all those. So I think we grabbed 3 sites beside us, and we had our own street party. We just busted out the glow sticks, a megaphone, and some music, and we had our own street party. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. All right, so what's included as far as so all meals except for lunch on a Monday, which would be just pack one for the bus. Transport to and from Cuboree. The 6 activity bases over 3 days. Nightly entertainment, polo shirt, scarf, and badge.
Now, with the polo shirt, scarf, and badge, it's been done a few different ways over the years. Sometimes they've dished it out at your actual bus with your pack number and they've given it to you that way. Sometimes we're lucky enough to get them early enough. If you don't have them by the time of Cuboree, don't panic. They will be there. We just got to work in with the merch team how they've decided to give them out.
And then, well, yeah, all the tents, eating shelters, all that kind of equipment usually comes from the scout groups. That's the kind of stuff that we have as a scout group typically. There may be some equipment that you need to go get, like stretcher bed, sleeping bag, these kind of more personal equipment, which might be one of them. So costs. So for Cub Scouts, the total cost is $420. Now, as groups, we're working towards subsidising this, and so we're in a slightly different situation for First Epping as to Epping North, but I do know in First Epping we've already fundraised some funds, so that $420, that price will come down, so it's not going to be that full cost. And we're trying to get that as low as possible. What we are asking is for our upcoming Bunnings barbecues to try and get as many parent helpers as possible, and we can kind of funnel those funds towards Cuboree costs. So yeah, the $420, that's like the registered retail price. That's the full cost without any fundraising, but we will bring that down. And I believe Epping North, you're in a similar situation where you'd be looking to fundraise.
Yeah, so for the parents that do want to utilise their time and help us fundraise, then those parents will be subsidised. We won't be doing it as a whole unit. It'll be based on the persons that actually pull out and help out. So,
yep. So that's, it reads a bit funny, but that's 420 in total, 100 of which would be the deposit to secure the place.
Yeah.
So $100 to secure the place for a Cub Scout. The all others, that's the cost of for us leaders or for adults to go. So that's what the 210 is.
Venturers,
Rovers, yep.
Yep. And venturers.
I think we got a venturer in the house.
Yep.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to quieten this.
yes, please.
Is that the next one? Yep.
That's okay.
Yep.
And that's important. Talking about the volunteers and the need to have them. So if you are of the adventurous sort, come take a week off with us. So have some fun. There's lots of photos, and I wish I had pulled some out of us and a few of the others just being down and silly with the kids and getting involved as well, because we do it because we get to have the fun as well, and I know you guys would really love it also. It is tiring, but gosh, the memory is so fun, so fun.
So key dates, 31st, so don't have to decide today, but 31st of May is when applications close. All applications are run through the Cuboree website, which we will get to you. That's pretty easy to Google, but we'll send that out in the follow-up information. 30th of June is when adult applications close. So we've got a bit more time to do that. Did you mention earlier about adults and training?
Yeah, you've got to be a fully registered adult support, which means you've done your police check and that, otherwise you're not allowed to stay over with children overnight.
Yes, so if you're as a parent or an adult and you're thinking about going, but you might not have done your basic police check and working with children's and child safe modules that we all do as volunteers in scouting, we've got time to get that done, but we do, so 30th of June would be the absolute deadline for that.
Don't leave it 2 weeks before. Sometimes the process can take a while, all right?
Now,
there is also no guarantee that you will be with the Cubs.
Yeah, so what that
If there's
means,
too many applications, they'll put you on activities.
there's only 36 on
36 kids.
the space and 6 adults.
Plus one, so-
Plus any carers. So if you do not fit into the space of a cook or something under the roles that are assigned to that group, they may, if you sign up, they may say, oh, we would actually love you for catering, or oh, we need a few more assistants on this activity. So don't think because you're signing up that you will necessarily be with your child. But in saying that, you have shifts doing those roles, like you might be here in the morning for catering or afternoon for activities, which means on the outskirts you can bump into camp, say hi, buzz around, those sort of things. But yeah, we're just got to say it openly and honestly now. It doesn't always mean that you're on the exact grounds or sleeping in the same vicinity as your child. So please don't promise them that either, just to manage expectations.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Because I guess sometimes the hesitation with some Cub Scouts is maybe they haven't been camping or they haven't been camping away from their family before. And trying to manage that. And so there's a few things that we do towards that. We don't send anyone cold to Cuboree. So we usually do at least a single night. I think we do 2 separate camps prior to going to Cuboree. One's a single nighter, which I think we're maybe going to do up at Whittlesea Scout Hall in their yard out the back.
Intense.
Yeah. And then we'll have what we call pre-Cuboree, which is kind of a mandatory 2-night camp where we get all of our unit together, and we will spend 2 nights camping, and we make sure we kind of work out the dynamics of the group, see who works well with others, and some new friendships will get formed, and that's where we sort out what our tent arrangements, which boys are sleeping in which tent and which girls are sleeping in that tent, and yeah, so
it's also these camps give us the opportunity to bond as a district with your children, because we're all working together with all the groups, all the district's youth. But what also can happen is we may need to determine whether your child is capable or up to wanting to camp those few days. There has been times where a child is on the younger side and maybe they're not able to cope. So we've gone back to the parent and said, how can we help your child? This is what we've experienced on these camps. Maybe they might need a carer, or maybe the parent might discuss with the child and they'd say, well, maybe not this time. We might try for something else at a later time. And that's totally okay, because we want your children to be comfortable, yeah? Because we've got them for 5 days, and if they're just going to be out of their minds, anxious, not coping, I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to send your children in that case, would you? You'd like to hear from us how they're doing. So those 2 camps also helps us decide and assess and also confirm to you guys that they're going to be awesome and we're ready to take them. So we like to keep very transparent with you guys.
Yep. And so once all the kind of terms and conditions are on the website, but you put in your deposit and there are dates provided as to because if you're a little bit on the fence, you could sign up, and there are dates. Okay, if you cancel by this date, you might be refunded your deposit, or if you cancel by this date, you'll get 50% back. So there's kind of like a lot of things, that there are opportunities to change your mind if circumstances change. Another thing to point out is for those who might have some Joey Scouts within your family, there's a Joey Scout Day, 30th of September. So that'll be an opportunity. I think is that the Wednesday. So that'll be an opportunity. That'll be the opportunity for the Joey Scouts to go along and enjoy some of the activities, and they might even have an encounter with their siblings, potentially in passing, but that's not the point of it.
I think they'll be too busy to catch up.
The point of it is, all these activities are set up. Bring some Joey Scouts along with the Joey leaders and some helpers, just so that they can enjoy some of the fun as well. Signing up, that's easy enough. Cuboree.com.au. You click the button to get your PIN. I actually did this earlier today. So it'll go, you put in a few details, an email will be sent through to the email that's registered for your youth member who you're signing up. So if your child's just trialing tonight, you won't be able to go through that process just yet. And yeah, you can, at the end of this registration process, it will ask you to pay the deposit.
The registration will be completed by you, complete with an up-to-date photo. Not when they were 3, because it's really cute. An up-to-date photo, yeah? Passport-style photo.
You don't need to go to a post office. No. I just did
Style.
a selfie. I did a selfie today.
You did a selfie.
Okay, but not a full body. They only want shoulders and up.
And
So,
that...
yeah, if we have to hand those kids, unfortunately, hand them over to a medical person, they get given a sheet, it's got a photo of the child so that they know that's the child they're dealing with. So that's why we need an accurate, up-to-date photograph.
The registration will be done by you guys, submitted. It'll go through to the GLs, who will screen them, approve them, and then you'll get the email alerting you to the deposit and things like that.
The group leader will also discuss it with the couple leaders to see whether they think the child is suitable to go.
Oh yes, discussions will be had.
Questions?
Talk to your leaders.
Yes.
The setup and background weekends, you don't need a police check and all that.
No, you don't. That's a good question.
Working with children is sufficient.
And because no children.
16-year-old side only.
No, you don't need working with children.
Yeah, you will get into camp, get into It's a scout. Yeah.
You sure? Okay. Might need to work with children. Okay.
Is that just a one-day? It's a one-day thing. We go in. I think they've got it on the Sunday after grand final day.
Ah, that I can deal with.
Yes, it is. The 27th is the Sunday. So that'll be set up day.
Cool.
And then the leaders come home, have a shower, go to bed early, and get on a bus the next morning.
Yes.
With the ventures that would apply to vote, is there like an age cutoff where they need a police check or?
No, the ventures don't need a police check till they're 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did apply today.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, good job. The venturers camp separately. They have their own venturer camp, so they don't have to deal with the Cubs. They'll be on activities.
I did have one more question about that. With that application process for the ventures, they take a look at the positive water. Is it like a guaranteed thing? Is it like a
Yeah,
pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
because we need the helpers.
They need the venturers.
So they'll both go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, they're looking for a week off.
And so if I'm not mistaken, the venturers will be arranged into a similar thing.
Yeah.
Where they'll be in a unit with 36 venturers.
Yep.
And they'll probably get an they'll get an opportunity to learn, to meet. And so there'll be other Whittlesey venturers plus others from around probably.
There are some from where you guys are definitely going. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few tips and tricks. What we find difficult, I've been a couple times to Cuboree, is scheduling. So when you say to someone, we've got to be at this location at 10, we're leaving at 9:50, maybe playing little games at home that has like a timer or a clock that they can check to say, you need to have your bag, your drink bottle, and your sun hat ready at 9:50 because we are going. Often we find that we were starting off late because little Jimmy or little Tommy need to run back. I've only got one shoe, or I don't know where my hat is, and you've given them 3 prompts. So we do like a little reward system at camp per the patrols, and they get rewarded if they're lined up with every item that we've told them to do. So if we can maybe start practicing a bit of organisation at home with that, it'll just benefit them a lot more, and then they won't miss out so much of the schedule as well.
Whatever you pack, label it. Socks, undies, everything, label it. I came back from the last Cuboree with a bag full of leftovers. Most of them I threw in the bin because nobody claimed them 6 months later. Even the end of the bed, even the end of the stretcher, it's still sitting in my shed.
Medications, don't panic. Every child is different. If you need to take medication, there will be a medication form that you can fill out. It'll have their little photo. It'll have their doses, the days that they need to take it. You can put it in a snap-lock bag with the labelled medication in it. When they get to the buses, it gets handed to the leader in charge. They will then be in charge. Each of our sites will have a first aider who will administer that medication as they go through that week. So don't be concerned about that. The other one of concern is bedwetting. Look, it happens. Let's not embarrass our children. Make sure if they need those pull-ups, pack them. Teach them how to take them on or off inside the sleeping bag and then place it in a little bag. So they're not feeling embarrassed and they feel comfortable about changing those things. If your child is a bedwetter, tell us. If you need us to pack a spare sleeping bag, then let's do that. Let's make them comfortable. I think at Cuboree, are they still going to do a laundry situation? Maybe or maybe not. Some Cuborees we had like a wash station which we could run a load of laundry down, wash up those sleeping bags and bring them back up. Only sleeping bags for that exact particular thing. What we don't want is for the child to feel so embarrassed they're hiding it, then everything starts smelling and things like that. And we want them to know that they have a spare, that it's okay, and that we can, make them feel as comfortable as possible. So, and if there's any other medical or accessibility questions, just talk to us individually. Some people might not feel comfortable in a group setting to talk about their children's needs. Reach out to us. We're pretty friendly, and you'll be surprised how accommodating and clever we are about getting around some things for your children. All right?
To medication, if you're sending medication in the box with the doctor's label on it,
Yeah.
don't just send 2 pills in a plastic bag. We need the box with the actual thing on it. Oh, bless you.
What about like Panadol?
Yeah, still label it with the kid's name on it and hand it to whoever the medical person's going to be. There'll be somebody at the bus with a little box that says medication and
Here's another key one. Do not smuggle any treats into your children's bags.
absolutely no food.
Those-
Send it, I'll take it off them and throw it away.
The biscuits might sound tasty, the lollies may sound nice and sweet to share with your mates, but they're just going to encourage all them bugs to come up in those tents, and you don't know who's in that tent, who's got allergies, and what ingredients are with that. We won't know, so we prefer you didn't put anything in. The only food allowed is obviously that packed lunch that you guys are going to bring on the Monday in the backpack.
The first day we will ask you to bring a packed lunch because while they're setting up we won't have time to get the food into the kitchen. So you will be asked to do a packed lunch the first day.
I was going to ask if they do get sick on camp or get a headache or a fever or anything like
There
that.
is a hospital on site.
Oh, there you go. But if they get like,
With qualified
so you
paediatricians
have like
and
Panadol
nurses.
stuff like
Yes.
So if they do get like a fever or sick on site, is it a definite pick-up or is it see how they do overnight and then if they're no good, pick them up?
It'll be in a full assessment. So the first assessment is done by the leaders on ground.
Yeah.
And then if we feel that we need a second opinion because they're not doing so well, then they go to the medical station. And then from there they'll assess. And at worst, which I haven't seen too often and definitely not from our section, they will be taken to hospital. And obviously parents are...
Hospital, darling. Have
Yeah,
a quick.
leaders, not me.
No.
They had broken legs and
If
ankles.
it's like a fever or something.
Yeah, we would definitely advise. Yeah.
We do have a hospital on site. It's called Frontline.
Yes, that's a good.
Paediatrician and nurses.
Pick up or would it be like see how they go overnight situation?
No,
Yeah.
that'll be fine.
So what we won't do, and this sounds mean.
Yeah. It's more like, am I going to get a phone call at 10
No,
o'clock at night?
No.
Oh my
No.
God. That's my
I won't
level.
let that happen.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. Thank
I
you.
won't let that happen.
What we won't do, and it's because I'm going to be brutally honest with you, and I'm not
Unless
going
I put
to.
them in an ambulance.
I'm not going to tell fibs.
Yes, please, that's okay.
I'm not going to tell your kid that yes, it's okay to ring home every night.
No,
Can I ring mum in the morning?
no.
Can I say goodnight to Mum?
No.
If you can understand, it comes from a place of care, because on their mind all day, if they're being homesick and stuff like that, we know that they're safe and we're doing the things for them. We'll obviously encourage them, give them the love that they need, but we can't be phoning home. We can't be, please parents, do not promise them that at any stage they can just go to your leader and say, you can go home.
I found that out when I scout.
Yeah, there is really bad reception there, so you're going to be really lucky if we can do that. If we set up a Facebook page, you might get some photos occasionally.
Intermittently,
but
when service
don't
provides.
guarantee it. Reception's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I know that might be abrupt to some parents, but, you know, we've got them for the 5 days. They're totally A-OK. If it is emergency, you will be contacted, absolutely. Otherwise, there will be no going home early unless it's of a medical nature, okay? We'll calm the situation. We'll do everything we can by your children.
This is why we do the pre-camps, why we do the sleepovers, to make sure the kids are ready for all of that. I've been to 5 Cuborees, I've never had to send a kid home.
My kid won't care.
Yeah.
I'll care.
Yeah. You guys are going to worry more than they are, I'm telling
Rory
you
won't
now.
care. I
They're-
don't think at all.
No.
So.
Rory has me. He won't care.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, no. They'll be having so much fun and they'll be in bed by 9 o'clock at night because they'll be so exhausted. When the sun gets up.
Do we maybe just want to quickly say, gumboots are not a shoe. Please don't pack gumboots. They're uncomfortable if you're walking around all day. Gumboots are not a shoe. Crocs are not a shoe. Okay if they want to wear them in the shower, not to walk around in. Pack 2 runners. Kmart runners, Big W runners. One is not coming back, okay? One is not coming back, and the other one is for everyday use.
What is good is those slip-on boots that Kmart have. They're perfect
Yeah.
because they're sort of waterproof.
Footwear's important because if they don't have the right one, they might be refused on an activity, and that's even worse. So pack 2 sneakers or the boots, no gum boots, no slides or thongs.
What do you recommend for labelling the obviously clothes and protection, like socks and that?
You'll get a packing list.
How to label.
Yeah, like how to label.
How to
I
label.
own labels.
Yeah.
Back like the olden days, like the
You can order some pretty cool ones online,
yeah.
customised. Yeah.
Otherwise, buy cheap socks and...
I'll read towards that.
Because to be honest, I've seen a Cuboree sock. That's not going in my machine.
No.
It's not going in my machine.
Just be prepared to throw them in the bin when they get back.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's not a
please don't
trendy
send a
cap.
Kathmandu jacket.
No Nike jackets.
They're
Oh,
not waterproof for a start.
yes. Those puffy Kathmandus.
The puffer jackets are not waterproof.
That's not a raincoat.
So they need a proper raincoat.
Like the poncho ones.
No, a proper raincoat. Like the rainbirds or whatever. A proper raincoat.
Ponchos can get a bit destroyed, especially if they're used quite frequently.
It's like that fit raincoat. I'll show you.
Yeah. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, just get a proper raincoat that is definitely waterproof. It mightn't rain.
But if you
If
don't
it
know
does,
what
we're
to
not stopping activities, we're still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were punching leather and all sorts in the rain. There was water dripping off our heads. So we just kept going.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is fun.
Water. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Food allergies are covered. When you fill out the application form, it's all there. You've got to tell them what colour undies they wore the day before. They want to know everything about your child.
Yeah.
It's all covered. There is a special people in the catering team that look after allergies. She'll be well fed, believe you me.
Yep, all dietary requirements can be listed at the time of application. So be it religious or allergies or just preference, that all can be noted down.
Yeah, it will be.
Sorry, one more venture question. I don't really know who else to ask.
Go for it.
We have education too.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. You might find that the venturers are trusted to look after their own medication. but you will be listing it on their application form anyway. So the leaders of the venture leaders will be aware.
It's not the sort of drug you just want around.
That's fine. They'll talk with you and
So
organise
whoever
that.
the section leaders at the time
Yeah.
at Cuboree will be aware,
Yeah.
and there will be a medical person. Every unit has their own medical person.
It'll be fine.
I had to go buy a bigger box last time.
You did. You got another one here.
I just wondered about asthma prevention. Is it still the same process for
Yes.
in their day practice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
EpiPens and Ventolin stays with the child.
All times. No, don't give it to us. And we even check every morning before activities. Have you got your inhaler? Have you got your EpiPen? We don't move unless those children have their stuff.
So that's why you send them with a decent backpack, not a huge big hiking backpack.
Just a normal.
Just a decent sized backpack that they can put their lunch in for the day, because they don't come back inside. Once they're gone. They've got to be able to carry a proper drink bottle. Anything like medications, EpiPens, Ventolin puffers, that goes with the child all the time. Anything else?
Yep.
Hiking shoe or normal shoe should be okay. A runner should be okay, right? No need of hiking shoe. The activities will not be requiring for hiking.
For hiking, no. There's a little bit of distance between each activity, but it's not like crazy. It's flat. Yeah.
And the second thing is, the things included are t-shirts, scarf, and badges.
Yep.
How about the hat?
Oh no, so what we do, once we know who's going, we actually as leaders go on Temu and things like that, trying to organise cool little hats and what we're going to do. One day we made pom-poms and we stuck them on. One of the other leaders ordered rubber ducky hats. We make them or we order them, and we absorb those costs. Yeah.
See, this is a good size backpack for them to have, because it's got space for them to put their snacks for the day. It's got space for them to put their rain jacket in. It's got space for drink bottles.
If it can be water resistant, awesome. Otherwise, have you guys seen those Coles bags? If you tip them upside down, put it on and make 2 slits in the back, you can put the straps through it so that the bag's upside down on it, and then that comes through the back, and then it protects the bag a bit if you're worried.
We always have an extra roll of garbage bags in our kits.
We make little protectors for the bags. We know all the tricks. Yes, when you're packing, put lots of bags in there so that they can separate their muddy stuff from their clean stuff. It's all going to get mundled at the end of the day, but at least you know you tried, okay?
As far as a bag goes to pack, have you seen those, like a duffel bag with wheels? Don't send suitcases. Please don't send suitcases. So a duffel bag with wheels, because they've got to be able to move that, like Laura said before. They've got to be able to move from the bus to our campsite. We're not going to be able to capable of taking 36 bags.
Oh, I got a
Plus
question.
our own.
Kayla, I know there is a merchandise shop. What do we say about children and money?
Okay, if you're going to send money with your kids, absolutely no more than $20. And
In a
it's to be
zippy.
handed to a leader
In a zippy.
in a zip bag with their name on it, and we will take the merchandising at one time over that week.
It gets busy down there, so the lines are crazy. Normally we take them all as a group. We wait like at an amusement ride. We go and they pick out what they want, they spend their money, the change comes back to us in our little pocket, ready to give back to the parents at the end of the camp.
Oh, it's usually badges, key rings, drink bottles, hats,
Cups,
yeah, pens, all sorts.
Yeah,
It's pretty much a souvenir shop for scouting.
activity shirts from years past.
This is actually a larger ticket item, so your $20 wouldn't cover this.
You
But,
can pre-order those.
but yeah, a lot of this stuff will be available for pre-order, so Yeah.
Super
And
comfy.
you get it when you get to camp, like you pre-order it.
If you pre-order it,
Yeah.
yeah, then we go pick them up.
Sometimes merchandising do change plans though, but look, you'll always be kept informed. Like, you know, sometimes I've had to go and pick them up. But don't worry, you will get your stuff and it's super awesome. Some of that, if you get the Be Informed emails, parents, you'll see a notification about pre-orders for things like those ones. Those won't be from the shop. Those will be pre-orders.
With your registration comes a shirt, a Cuboree shirt, and a scarf, like Chilla's wearing. That comes with their registration.
And I got this badge here, and then I went and bought these badges here, which are for the different sub camps, which is kind of, they broke the camping areas into smaller.
So we always sub-camp on.
Yeah.
It's building on my blanket, my badge blanket from a bunch of different camps. So yeah, this Cubs don't need to have a camp blanket, but it's a recommendation of something they might want to get and build on over the years of different activities. So yeah.
Needs to be a high percentage of wool.
Yes, so it's not going to burst into the flames.
It's always good when they don't do that.
You wouldn't allow them near the flames. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a lot of information, but we're just excited about it. I could talk heaps more, but I don't want to.
Quite often we do like a district shirt or a district wind cheater or something. So that will be, you'll be told about that before the pre-Cuboree camp. So I think last time the kids made their own. We did tie-dyeing on camp and they made their own camp shirts.
We might even recruit them because you saw the theme is it starts with us. We will probably have to make some sort of awesome entryway for our campsite. So we will get the kids' ideas. What do you think this theme means to you? What can we make? And then as a group, we'll have to make something.
There's
Something bigger than that. We're going to go bigger and better.
Bigger!
Right. I think it's also worth mentioning, like I think the majority of parents in this room are thinking probably a thumbs up to Cuboree, or you might be on the fence. If you decide, and we recommend it, because it's our big push for this year, but if you decide that that's not what you want for your child, that's okay. They're not going to miss out weeknight to weeknight. We do have a Cuboree focus, but we're not going to be making Cubs feel like they're missing out, because as always, we're doing a variety of activities. So I just wanted to mention that, especially because I know we've got 2 new Cubs trialing tonight, and so this isn't everything that Cub Scouts is about, but it's the biggest thing that we do, and that's why we're making a big deal out of it.
So if you intend on your Cubs going to Cuboree, make them available for the kayaks that are coming up, so that we can be sure that they'll be comfortable 5 days without you and in the tent.
Yeah. So the information we still need to give you, which we'll communicate out in an email. Let's do this within the next few weeks. We need to give you our proposed date for our next sleepover, our proposed dates for the pre-Cuboree, which is the 2-night camp, and then we'll make sure you know the dates of Cuboree. Just so you've got all of that, you can compare that against your calendar, make sure you're not going to be, who was saying they were overseas in Japan? Afterwards, cool, yeah. Make sure you're not overseas when this is happening. So we will
Unless you're escaping and leaving the kids with us.
Yeah, so I don't have any pamphlets or flyers for you to go away with today. It's more just providing this information and giving you the opportunity to ask as many questions as you might have. Packing lists, we will give you a thorough list down the track.
Don't even panic about that. We're not there yet.
I'll even show you how to pack properly.
I have a video too, I just got to dig it out. It's a good one too. Over the next couple of terms, I believe, you guys will be recycling, re-going over some campcraft and bushcraft, just because we are going to be in a 5-day camping scenario, so we're going to be doing a bit like that. We actually made pizza yesterday at First Stepping. We made it on the coals in some cast iron pans. It was delicious. So yeah, campcraft and bushcraft, some cool stuff to learn there.
And in amongst that is obviously camp hygiene, making sure we always wash our hands before food prep, using sanitizer when we need to, and we try and drill that into all the Cub Scouts because we don't want anyone getting sick on camp, and hygiene
We do
is a
try and
big.
get them to brush their teeth at least once a day.
And last thing from me that I can think of is get them involved in the packing. We always say, get your kids to pack their bags. I know as a parent you're like, 5 days, I need to make sure they've got enough undies. Do it with them. Get them to check it off with you. But if they don't visually see what's in their bag, my son's done it so many times. You didn't pack it in there. I said, you were right there with me. Toiletry bags, if they cannot be black, they don't see them.
Yeah.
He had 10 pairs of underwear. Do you think you could find one?
Black pants in the bottom
One.
of a black bag in a dark tent is really hard for an 8-year-old to find.
Get them familiar where stuff goes in their day pack and their bag. Honestly, they will. They'll be like this.
Don't send denim. Don't send denim, please, because denim doesn't dry. If they get it wet, they'll stay wet and they'll be cold.
Yeah.
So tracksuit pants, lightweight, tracky jacks are the best.
Yeah.
And then what about wearing their shirt every day? Probably
No.
So that's just what it's wearing some days or...
Yeah, wear that. Pack your cool Epping North shirts you guys got for Christmas. Some patrols even buy ones for each day depending on funds and things like that. But yeah.
So for Cuboree, this is considered our official
Uniform.
So we'll arrive wearing this, even
And
if
we'll
you get
go
it
home
just
wearing
at
it.
the bus, and we go home wearing this.
But maybe in between you might just wear...
Oh, in between they'll wear whatever.
Anything.
Yeah, it's usually pretty casual, as long as the clothing is appropriate for the activities. We're making sure we're in late September, October, so it could be cold and wet, or it could be like hot and sunny. We need to make sure we're sun smart. We need to make sure that we're warm enough and we've got layers.
A mix of long sleeve, short sleeve, no singlets.
No skin.
And there'll probably be something like these hats that are nice and distinctive that will get distributed to all the Cub Scouts just to make sure
Yeah,
that
that'll
we
happen
can
at pre-Cuboree camp.
identify everyone.
Once we know who's going, we'll be set pre-Cuboree camp. We'll be setting them as units, and then the units will decide what they want to do with their
All right.
What else?
Good job,
Anybody got
guys.
Any questions? Go on.
I know we're trying so hard, I swear. But if she can at least be reminded to take it away.
I will guarantee they'll have 2 showers. One after Mud Day.
She told me she wore the same pair of underwears.
Mate, I had a scout at camp